How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here, and it's time for round 2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And before I forget, Happy New Year's to everybody. We made it into 2012 and we're all still alive. Thank God, thank God. Now we only got to deal with the next 12 months of hysteria, but hopefully we'll get through it, right? Yeah, okay. So in the first round, we beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. We were the first seed team against the 8th seed team. We should have steamrolled them like we did in the first game. We won 5-0. We won the second game 5-4, but then we lost the third game, and then game 4 went to overtime. It could have been a 2-2 series after 4 games, but we did take it in overtime. It was a 3-1 series, and they got one back, but then in game 6 we took it in the ACC. So we did deal with them. It went a bit longer than I wanted it to, but we did deal with them. And now we got the Pittsburgh Penguins. They beat us out in year 2, I think. No, it was year 3, 2 years ago in the first round. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same story. We'll look at their lines, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same old story. Sid the Kid, Malkin, and Stahl. And I think Crosby was, 94 last time we faced him? And that was 2 years ago. So look, he's a 95 now. Good God almighty. Oh. All right, so you got James Neal, Sid the Kid, and Michael Repic. So their first line, ours is better overall, but remember what I said in the other ones, like the wild card, Sidney Crosby. He's the best player out there on the ice. He's going to get points, 95 overall. So just because Crosby, we'll give the first line to them because he's better than any of our players on our team. Second line, Tangradi, Malkin, and Stahl. That's a pretty solid line. I don't know why Jordan Stahl's not playing on the third line because he's a perfect player for that. He plays on the third line. He goes on when Malkin and Crosby need a break. He goes on, make sure no goals are against, and he's talented where he can get a goal. He's a penalty kill specialist. All right, he's a great player, but he's 87 overall, so he could play the right side. Their second line, you got to give it to them again because Malkin. Whoops, Malkin. He's a better player than pretty much anyone on our team. Same way. Is he better? We don't have any 93s, right? No, we only have 92s. I mean, I'm sure if you dive into the stats, it's a bit more. You can pick out where people are better, but still, it's a simulation. So maybe it just simulates the overall number, right? So 93. So we'll give it to the wild cards, Crosby and Malkin. Third line, Rosehill, Kennedy, and Jeffrey. Ours is better. Kennedy's not a bad third line grinder, but Colburn is now better. So I like our third line, and our fourth line definitely better. That's the thing. They probably have Crosby at over 8 mil, Malkin over 8 mil. Fleury probably over 6 mil. Yeah, they got a lot of money tied up in those players. They can't really have a nice, deep team. But you don't need it with those players. So that's the offense. Defense, McCallick, Letang. Ours is better, but theirs is solid. It's kind of the same, actually. Larson is a two-way defender. He was 90, and he's kind of the same as Letang. And McCallick and Volchenkov are kind of similar as well, defensive defensemen. So fairly similar. Second line, Orpik and Paul Martin. Ours is better. Third line, Sneap and Niskanen. Ours is better. So defensively, I'd say we're better, but they have the wild cards in Sid and Evgeny Malkin. Gino. And oh my God. And they have also Marc-Andre Fleury, who's now a 94 overall goaltender. He might be as good as Price now. Yeah, so he's probably got, screw over $6 million. He's probably got over $8 million on his contract now. So, damn. So they got the better goalie, the two wild cards in Malkin and Crosby, and we pretty much have the depth and the defense. So should be interesting. Special teams, they have us. It's going to be interesting. We have home ice advantage though. So you know what? Let's stop trying to hype it up. Let's stop trying to make ourselves feel better about the situation. Let's just get right into the simulation, and hopefully our players can come through for us. Here we go. First period. Oh, we got 3 goals. Michael Repic for the Pittsburgh Penguins opened up the scoring. And people, I keep getting messages saying, Johnny, when it says 8:14, that means it's 8:14 into the period. So he was the last one to score. Please, before you comment, figure out what you're talking about, okay? Listen, 8:14, that means it's a minute and 46 seconds into the period. I'm telling you, okay? It's because if the third period comes around, the last player to score, you know what? If an empty netter happens, I'll show you. I'll give you a perfect example. But watch, all right? So Clarkson, Landeskog, and Yakupov got the last goal of the first period with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. Second period. All right, Paul Martin got a goal with 6 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock. Third period. Oh, there we go. Lehner shut her down. So 3 goals in the first period. There's the typical NHL score, 3-2. It's a 3-2 league. There you go. We got game 1. I'm telling you, when we get an empty netter or another team gets an empty netter on us, I'll show you. It's a perfect example, all right? All right, here we go. Robin Lehner played solid for us. Way to go, Lehner. Man, I love my Swedes. My team is just amazing. Like, Swedes everywhere. Robin Lehner, superstar goalie. Our two defensemen of the future, Carlson and Larson, Swedish. Landeskog, Swedish, our solid second line right winger. Ted, Swedish. Oh, I love the Swedes. All right, here we go. Second game. Simulation. Come on, let's get off to a nice start again. Don't let Cindy. Yeah, he's Cindy right now because I'm against him. I agree. Cindy Crosby, he can get in a goal. Come on. First period. Oh, they got two. Malkin and Stahl. Oh, man. See, there you go. Second line. Ted, though. Ted got one for us. Ted got the first goal, and then Stahl and Malkin. Yeah, that's how it is. Second period. Here we go. Kovalchuk. Way to go, Covey. Covey. All right, third period. Can we win it? Can we win game 2? Take the first 2 at home? Oh, it's going to overtime. It's going to overtime. All right, here's a perfect example of how the clock works. Watch. This is, you don't need the empty netter. I'll show you here. Resume simulation normally. Watch. See how it's going backwards? See? 17:45 left in the period. See? It's not 17:45 into the period. 17:45 left in the period. And Tangerady takes it. So we drop the second game. Oh, my God. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. We got to get some more goal scoring. Look, another 3-2 win. Yeah. It's a typical NHL score, 3-2. If your goalie can keep the other team to less than 3 goals, and if your offense can get you 3, you'll always have a good chance of always got a good chance of winning. Obviously, if you get both of those, you're going to win. But I'm talking about if you can always get 3 goals or always only allow 2 goals, you're doing a hell of a chance. You're giving yourself a hell of a chance to win. Who's doing good for us in this series? Landy's doing. You know what? No, I'm not going to change the lines just yet. No, we won't change it. All right, here we go. First period. Let's get that lead again, boys. Come on. First, here we go. Oh, 2 goals. Landy and Carlson. What'd I say? The Swedes, the Super Swedes. Landeskog and Carlson. Way to go, boys. Way to go. I love it. I love it. Second period. Here we go. Oh, yeah, all right. Cindy got one. But the Super Swede comes back with his second of the night. Oh, Landeskog. Yes. All right, third period. Come on, boys. Shut her down. Shut her down. Here we go. Simulation. Ooh. Yes, Landy got a hat trick. What'd I say? The Super Swedes. Oh, my God. They got one late with 1:35 left. The Landeskog put it out of reach with only 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third period. Oh, my God. All right, so even though we lost that one at home, we got it back because we split the away series as well. Way to go. Way to go. So we kept Crosby. Well, he got a goal that game, but we've been keeping him off the scoreboard, so that's good. Keep those wild cards off the scoreboard. We don't need Malkin to end it in overtime like he did for us last time. Oh, won't bring up bad memories. Come on now. Here we go. You know what? Hang on. Going for my drink of my Canadian. Maybe some good luck. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, good luck, Canadian. Here we go. Get that lead, boys. Get that lead. Here we go. All right. McDonough. Yes, McDonough. Awesome. He's pulling through for us. Awesome. Here we go. Second period. Oh, Covey. Man, our stars are coming out. Robin Lehner. Here we go. Holding the 2 goals, and maybe we can get one more or just shut him out. Here we go, boys. Let's take the lead. Let's put a stranglehold around these Pittsburgh Penguins. Come on, boys. Third period. Oh, Marchand and Foligno. Third liner and a fourth line finishing the game. And Robin Super Swede Lehner gets a shutout in Game 4 in Pittsburgh. Oh, my goodness. All right, so this is better than the Toronto series. Well, I mean, we're still 3-1 after 4, but it's been, I don't know, they haven't really shown much. It hasn't gone into, like, their one overtime win in Game 2, yeah. But other than that, our goal scoring has been there. Look, 3 goals in the first game. Yeah, we lost Game 2, but then 4 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Keep getting 4 goals, and we're going to win. Here we go. Here we go. Game 5 at home. We can take this and head back to the Eastern Conference Finals to try and avenge ourselves for last year. But first, we can't look too far ahead. Come on now. Here we go. Simulate the game. Come on. Here we go. Simulation. Oh, okay, nothing. Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury shutting the door now. They have to play good. Here we go. Second period. Oh, we got one. Zach Parise, the captain. Way to go, Captain Clutch. Here we go. Third period with the New Jersey Devils make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals in their final year. Here we go. Oh, yes. Kovalchuk got one, and then Thornton got one. Banville made it close, but it didn't matter. Way to go, Kovalchuk and Thornton. Covey's having a good playoff. Covey's having a real good playoff. Way to go. But our 2 studs came out there in the last game. Oh, yes. So just in 5 games, the Leafs took us to 6. But the Pittsburgh Penguins could only take us to 5. So we avenged them. We avenged them very well. There's the timer going off. Perfect timing. Oh my goodness gracious. Robin Lehner, oh, just a beast for us in net. He outplayed Marc-Andre Fleury. Absolutely. Look at this. Look at this. I'll go back. Look. 2 goals against, 3 goals against, whatever. 2 goals against, shutout, and then 1 goal against. Unbelievable. Landeskog, he's leading the goal scoring for us. A hat trick in which game was it? Game 3 or 4? I forget. But he got a hat trick. Just, we're playing great, boys. Playing great. We're picking up steam now. So you guys ready to see? Will it be the Montreal Canadiens again in the Eastern Conference Finals? A rematch from last year? Dadonov? Oh my God. Here we go. Let's simulate. Let's simulate. Oh. You know what? Who was the other team that Montreal was facing? I can't remember. Was it Washington? Can't remember. Hang on. Oh, Florida! The Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers must have beat the Montreal Canadiens. Unbelievable. We don't get to avenge ourselves for last year. Take that, Dadonov. There we go. Oh, and there's your final 4, boys. The Chicago Blackhawks. Hang on, let's go to the West first. Chicago Blackhawks beat the Edmonton Oilers in 7. So the Edmonton Oilers, the 8th-seeded Oilers, almost upset. They upset the 1st-seed team, and they almost upset the 2nd-seed team. Wow. Then the St. Louis Blues dealt with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that's a good Western final. Chicago versus St. Louis. I like it. I like it. And in the East, wow, the Montreal Canadiens got swept by the Florida Panthers. They weren't even a challenge for them. All right, so I don't even want to face the Montreal Canadiens if they can't even get a win against the Florida Panthers. Who the hell does Florida have? The Florida Panthers versus the New Jersey Devils in the East, and the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues in the West. There's your final 4, boys. Do you think we can make it back to the Stanley Cup final? We'll check out the Florida Panthers, see what they're all about. And that's coming up next.